Morning, Warren. You look a little tense. So you've been here before. You look like you're anxious.
This is the fifth time I'm here.
Any thoughts from the last meeting we had?
Well, are you going to take me on as a client?
Well, that's why you're meeting with me. I got to make that
Well,
determination as a result.
fourth time, doctor.
You also have a right to say maybe you don't want to work with me. We're going to find that out.
I keep coming back. I need a therapist.
Well, you kept for 23 years. You've been in that therapist's office.
That's right.
And the mental hospital. So
I don't want to go. I don't want to go back to the hospital, doctor.
You're not going to go back to the hospital, Warren. That much I'm pretty sure we can do. We can take care of. But we got to find out some of the ways you think in order for me to determine if I'm the right guy to work with you. And if I can, I'll be responsible to make sure you get somebody that will be good for you.
Well, when are you going to make a decision about it?
Well, let's not focus on when I'm going to make the decision. Why don't you just talk about?
Well, maybe I don't want to work with you. Maybe I don't want to work with you.
Well, then you make that decision. You have that right. According to your previous therapist who referred you to me, you always are questioning whether the therapist is going to work with you or not. Why don't we focus on some of the things that are happening in your life that brought you to therapy in the first place?
Okay.
It seemed, look, one thing that really struck me from last meeting, we were talking about what's going on in your office.
Yes.
Okay, and it seems like
see, see, if that would stop, if they would stop,
then stop what?
The people in the office, the girls.
The girls. It's mainly girls you keep talking about.
Well, that's also my neighbor.
Well,
my neighbor, the man upstairs with the toilets, he flushes the toilets.
Yeah.
And then I have to flush back because it's like it's a game. It's a game almost.
Well, the same thing isn't that like in the office with the girls?
Well, no,
you keep thinking that they can't.
The girls look at me, doctor, and they.
They're not only looking.
They want me. They want.
Are you sure? Isn't that the same thing you felt about those two girls across the street, the Super's daughters?
Yeah.
That's what you're reporting here 10 years ago, where you wound up in Kings County, that the two girls wanted you, and they were doing all kinds of things to get your attention, and you got really frightened.
Well, they were.
They were 16 years old.
Yeah.
You think they really wanted you?
Yeah.
What makes you so sure?
I thought at the time. I don't know.
Well, let me ask you a question, Warren. I wonder if your other therapists talk to you about this. Why can't we look at this as what we call projection? That you want them, and you're so afraid they're going to reject you that you then project onto them that they want you. You don't strike me as particularly that good looking that two 16-year-old girls are going to want to get you.
I don't really understand what you're saying.
I know, that's one of the problems. Well, that's what therapy is really all about if you're not going to bullshit.
Do I have to go back to the hospital now?
Now? What makes you came in from your own apartment and
I work. I keep the job. I do my job. I work
yes, you
hard.
Do a very good job, but
every day.
You play.
I take a shower in the morning. I go every day to the job and I work.
I'm more concerned about you.
I have a good record at the work. I don't bother anybody. The girls bother me. They bother me, and then they keep me from doing the work.
Warren, my mother had the same thing you had growing up. She had she used to look out the window and believe the neighbors were out to get her. It never happened. I think you're having delusions of people, girls especially, being attracted to you because girls are looking at you and you're not happy that you're not getting dates and you're not getting into a relationship.
I had a girlfriend.
You did? What happened?
I don't know.
Well, tell me what you
remember. I don't just don't remember.
Where was it?
It was a long time ago. It was at a camp.
Where was it? Oh, is that what the therapist wrote about here, the New Hampshire?
Yeah, she was a cook at a camp.
What happened then? Can you just tell me what happened?
She said that I was strange. She rejected me.
Well, according to this, you left your house, went and got a taxi, went to her house, which seems to be in Manhattan on 64th Street. You rang her doorbell, and
I don't remember any of that.
Well, I'm just telling you what the therapist notes were before you were institutionalized.
He made that up. I don't remember.
You don't remember?
I didn't do any of that.
You didn't take your clothes off because you couldn't pay the taxi driver? And the police came and arrested you, and they dragged you off?
They put me, I had a little altercation with a cab driver, I remember that, but that I don't remember anything about
It's
it.
funny, your memory seems good in some things. You go back 10 years, you go back
I think
20 years.
Dr. Obler, I think I don't think you're being very helpful. I don't think you're helping me at all. I don't think this is helpful to me at all. I think that you don't understand that these people are real.
Which people?
The neighbors.
Yeah,
Just like with your mother.
Yeah.
She was not
So you
necessarily.
think my mother was picking up reality?
I think your mother probably was onto something. Yeah, they probably. What happened to your mother?
What?
What happened to your mother?
She grew old and died.
You see,
Oh, you think it was a result of the fact of what the neighbors did?
they were after her, weren't they?
You think they killed my mother?
Sooner or later.
So you really mean my mother was killed and the DA never found out about it?
Well, I don't know, but she died, didn't she? That's suspicious.
Okay, here's my conclusion, Warren. I will be willing to work with you, but I'm going to make 2 or 3 ground rules. I want to know what you feel about it. One is, I don't want to work with you alone, just you and me. I want to work with other people because I want to see what happens when other people and you in group, we call it group therapy, which you've never been in. I want to see how they react to you.
I was in a group when they were at the hospital.
Oh,
At the hospital.
Okay.
At the hospital. I liked the group. I liked the group.
Yeah.
But the same problem.
What happened?
Girls.
What with the girls over?
They all want it.
So everybody wants you.
But the girls.
None of them are not interested in you. You're not the most good-looking guy
I
in the
don't
world.
know what it is, the doctor. I don't know.
Okay, here's my ground rules. I want you in a group.
I don't know.
You're gonna be in
I don't know.
Okay, good. I don't think you do know. So my ground rule is I'm going to want you in a group, and I want you also to follow everything I say, no matter whether you agree with it or not. If I give you guidelines to live a certain way, you're going to have to do it whether you like it or not. Like I'm going to want you to go up and talk to these girls to find out from them how interested they really are. Well, and I know you're going to be able to.
I've tried that. They don't admit it.
You have tried it? According to this, you've been so sure.
No. They won't ever admit it.
Oh, no?
No one ever. No.
Why won't they admit it? Give me a logical reason why if they're that attracted to you, why won't
I
they
do my work, Dr. Obler. I go to work every day. Get up, I take a shower, I drink my coffee, and I go to work, and then it starts.
Well,
and I
are you willing to work with me and follow my ground rule?
You telling me I have to do everything you say?
Yes.
What did you say?
I said you're going to have to follow and do everything I tell you to say.
What are the rules?
The rules are you're going to have to come to group therapy. You're going to have to open up about yourself and your family. You're going to have to find out from these people whether it's real or not, whether you're deluding yourself about them, what you think about them, particularly the girls. This black neighbor of yours who's bringing girls home,
Yeah.
you're going to have a conversation.
He flushes the toilet.
Yeah, I know.
And then I have to flush the toilet.
Yes.
Just to let him know
Well,
that I know that he's flushing the toilet, so I flush it.
Well,
right.
could it be that you're really interested in the girls he's bringing?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You agree to ground?
But the girls that he brings, they don't want to be with him.
They want to be with you? Oh, I see. We got a lot of work to do, Warren.